I want to give you an overview of my Wargame counter tool, where you can create counters right now for the next war series. I will make several videos about the different functions and modules included, and we will start with the factions. So the basic idea is that you can define nations or factions, give them a unique color scheme, and then you can create an order of battle, edit different counters for an order of battle, and apply the color scheme defined from the factions. So to give you an example, let's just have a look at one. For example, color scheme for the US Army. So basically you can see that here you got a list with all your factions listed that are defined. In the middle section you can see the colors that are available on the counter, which are editable. And on the right side you can see a preview. Note that the counters don't look like that. It's just a sample in order to see the different types of counters, in this case ground unit and an unit counter with a silhouette, just in order to see the colors on the counter. So you can just click through the list and see that different counters, different color schemes are here available. So it includes most nations from the Next War series, plus a lot of nations that are not part of the Next War series. You can create a new faction simply by clicking on New. Then it opens like a default one. You can name it. So we will just name it Test Faction. Then you can give it an abbreviation. This abbreviation will show, for example, on the backside of counters that don't have two steps. So in this case, we'll just abbreviate it with the name test. So you can now see that you got these colors to define. In order to change, for example, the counter background, you just click on the color, then a color picker opens, and you will see that the preview of the counter changes live to the color you select here. So if we can just move the cursor around here, you can see that the color of the counter changes. So you can pick any color you like. For example, let's go with this one. Just hit OK. The next one is the step loss. I like to just copy the hex code from the background of the counter, paste it here, and then you can just use this bar here to lighten it up or to make it darker. So you can see the step loss line right here changes its color. So we make it like this, maybe a bit lighter. So hit OK. The next one is the counter text. This includes all the text elements on the counters, but in this case we just leave it black. Also for numbers, this is for all the numbers on the counter. There are cases where you want to color them, but in this case we also leave it black. The NATO symbol lines means the NATO icon to show the type of ground unit, for example, infantry, armored, etc. So you can give the outlines different color, but also we leave it black. NATO symbol background. This means the inner part of the NATO symbol. You can set it here, but it doesn't make it's not that important to set it up here, because in the order of battle you can set it up individually for each, for example, brigade or division. So we'll just leave it white. Then you got the color for the silhouette. This means the outlines for the aircraft or ships or surface-to-air missile systems, etc. So you can set the color for these. So let's make it like a golden tone here. SP number means the stacking point number. You can change the color too, but I guess it mostly is white with a black background or black with a white background. So in this case, we leave it like this. So here SP background means the background for the stacking points, but as mentioned, we'll leave it black and white. And the last color you can choose is the symbol border. This makes an outline around the NATO symbol. It makes sense, for example, if you got a dark background, like, so you can make it a little different. But in this case, we just set it up like this. Deactivate the border. So now if we say we like it, we just hit save changes, and now you can see it updates, and here we got our test faction. And as you can see, I already did another one, but this is the one we just made. And you can just delete the other one, and now it's in your list.